Here in the central Nevada hamlet of Rachel, the center of commerce might be the Little Ailey Inn. It's a bar and grill known worldwide for its proximity to the isolated government air base known as Area 51. Some believe captured alien spaceships are stored there. In the parking lot is a fake flying saucer and a very real government monitoring station.
It is a weather station.
Pat from the Little Ailey Inn says the climate monitoring station was moved a few years ago by the Desert Research Institute from the center of town to its current spot outside the inn. The new station has something the old one did not.
Well, there's a camera that protects their equipment from vandalism. It also shoots the end of my building.
The purpose of that camera is the focus of an online documentary by a longtime Area 51 watcher. Glenn Campbell notes that other climate monitoring stations like this one in Alamo don't have cameras, while the Rachel station does.
This place is of no strategic interest to the Air Force. The Air Force doesn't care who's going by here. They do care who's going by in Rachel. So that Rachel camera, I can only assume, is there for the Air Force's purposes.
His theory? That the military is using cameras mounted on civilian weather stations to keep tabs on tourists and other folks curious about Area 51. The DRI says the Rachel camera is there only to make sure highway signs that flash weather and traffic information are working properly. But Campbell says the camera appears to look directly down on those signs with a view that would be difficult to see what they're displaying. Also, the Rachel camera lens moved several times while we were there, making it appear the camera was being remotely controlled. But the heart of Campbell's theory lies at the top of Tickaboo Peak in the Pahranagat Range.
Only 50 yards from it right now.
The DRI operates a weather station here.
And we're here. The ridiculous thing is you could put your weather station on any of these peaks out here. There are dozens of peaks in the Pahranagat Range, and somehow this weather station just happened to end up at the one peak where you can see Area 51.
And keeping an eye on people with a view to the secret base is why Campbell believes this station exists, at least in this spot.
I think there's deception involved. I think the original purpose of this installation is to put a camera on Tickaboo. I think the whole idea of a weather station is just a cover story. It's a front to allow the Air Force to do it without raising any bells.
The DRI says Campbell is completely off base, so to speak. The DRI is not a front for a U.S. Air Force intelligence gathering operation outside Area 51, says the DRI's Justin Broglio in a statement. He goes on to explain the camera movement at Rachel comes from an automated program that moves the camera periodically to capture images of current weather conditions. The dome camera on Tickaboo, Broglio says, is there to monitor the state of the station and its equipment, sending occasional low-quality images for maintenance planning, but not streaming video. And finally, the chief reason for locating the station here, Broglio says, had nothing to do with Area 51. Chiefly, he says, it was the fact that there was already a footpath to the top of this peak, evidently the one that Campbell and other hikers have used to get here as well.